my name is Lorato, and I'm a senior at Boulder High School, and I work with Growing Up Boulder as a youth leader. This has let me advocate for issues that I care about in my community, like the Boulder Police's master plan and reimagining project. I'm honored to welcome our next guest, U.S. Congressman Neguse. Since I work with the Congressman as a member of the Youth Advisory Council, I can attest his dedication in including young people's voices in government. We are so thankful that the Congressman can join us tonight. Without further ado, let's welcome Congressman Neguse, one of the United States' fiercest advocates for young people and inclusive, strong communities.
Well, thank you so much for that very kind introduction, and what a privilege it is to be able to join all of you this evening. It really is an honor to be a part of the Growing Up Boulder event this year. I, as some of you may know, had the opportunity to serve as the keynote speaker for the 2009 Growing Up Boulder inaugural event. And that was in no small part due to my good friend, my mentor, someone who has had such a profound impact on my life, the wonderful former state senator, Dorothy Rupert, who has mentored and been such a champion for young people across our community, across the country, really across the world. And it's great to have her join us tonight as well. I am so honored to be able to be a part of this wonderful event because I am so excited about the work that each and every one of you are doing as part of Growing Up Boulder. And as we think back to the 6,500 people, young folks that you have had as part of your organization over the years, and the many lives that you've touched in the city of Boulder and really across our community and across our state over that ensuing period of time, it is nothing short of amazing. As I look through the various projects that Growing Up Boulder has been a part of over the years, whether it was the Arts in the Park program or the urban forestry program, 15-minute neighborhoods, what I see time and time again are young people who are deciding to step up and be engaged in their community and ultimately our democracy. It's never too young to get involved, to be an active participant in our community, in shaping our community, and ultimately in serving our community, to try to solve the problems that confront us as a state and as a society, and work together for the common good. And I am so humbled to be a part of this wonderful group of young people who are changing our community each and every day for the better, and ultimately taking steps to pursue policies that will inure to our general benefit here in Boulder, Colorado. So I look forward to the many projects that I know you all will continue to work on into the future. And I cannot wait until each and every one of you are serving in the United States Congress. And as our next generation of lawyers and doctors and scientists and engineers, athletes and artists, and so much more, I have no doubt that my daughter's generation, she'll turn 3 years old in just a few months, that she will be in good hands with all of you, with your generation in charge in just a few short years. So I thank you for the opportunity to say hello and to say good luck and continue to keep up the good work. And I look forward to answering any questions that you all might have.
Thank you so much, Congressman. Before you sign off, I heard that you're willing to take a question or two, and I'm wondering if anyone, any of the kids or adults in the audience, has any questions they would like to ask the Congressman while we have him here. So we'll wait for a second and just see. And I'll just say from our end at Growing Up Boulder, it's been such a pleasure to watch you continue with your leadership along with our growth, and to think that you were such a young leader, and to see how being young and a leader really continues on, right? You don't have to be 30 years old to be able to make a difference.
That's exactly right. I'm a lot older now than I was 12 years ago when I was, 24 years old, speaking at Growing Up Boulder's first big event and serving on the Board of Regents. And so much has happened in the ensuing decade over that period of time. But the message that I delivered that day, remains, in my view, just as compelling as it was then, as it is today, which is, again, that young folks, you're never too young to be able to get involved and to be an active participant in our community. And it really is important because, our democracy thrives better when more people are participating in the process. And that is true of every community, institution, and entity. And it's why the work that you all do at Growing Up Boulder is so exciting, because you're training the next generation of public servants and those who, will choose to serve their communities in a variety of different ways.
So I see a wonderful question. There are a lot of great questions, but I'm going to just pick one, and the others we will make sure that the congressman gets after and has time to respond to. But the question is, how did you get involved in your community as a young person? What inspired you to get involved?
Well, I wish that I had a program like Growing Up Boulder when I was your age, growing up, to all of the young participants in the program today. And there may very well have been such a program, and I just might have been unaware of it. But I was drawn to public service at a very early age, largely because my parents are immigrants to the United States. They came here over 40 years ago from East Africa. And at a very early age, we were taught to never take for granted the freedoms and the opportunities that we have here in the United States of America and in Boulder, Colorado, that don't exist in a lot of places in the world. And as a result, for me, it was always important, I guess at a very early age, this notion that we ought to pay it forward and work to try to ensure that those same opportunities are available to everyone. And so that has been sort of the North Star for much of my life, certainly has driven my public service. And it's been the privilege and honor of my life to be able to do what I love, to try to serve the common, or the greater good, and to work alongside wonderful community organizations, including Growing Up Boulder, really to be the vehicle to achieving positive change. I mean, I like to say that my job is to leverage the ingenuity and the skill and the talent and the creativity and the wisdom of the constituents of Colorado's 2nd Congressional District, which includes Boulder, because we have such a special district. And I include each and every one of you among that group, leveraging your ideas and trying to convert those ideas into policy in Washington, D.C. And I look forward to continuing to do that in the months and years ahead with your help. And I appreciate the opportunity to come by and say a few words.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time tonight. We know how incredibly busy you are. We truly appreciate it, and we will send along those questions and hopefully be able to answer some of them when we send out follow-up emails. So again, thank you very much from your home state, and we wish you the best, and feel free to stay on and listen to what our kids have to say tonight.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.
Thank you.